The Gracchi brothers, Tiberius and Gaius Gracchus, begin their campaigns for social reform. Their noble intentions to address land distribution to benefit struggling citizens set them on a collision course with the Roman elite. A visualization of public assemblies, fiery speeches, and the growing indignation among plebeians. Voices rise in passionate chants, echoing through the crowded forums. Each speech fuels discontent, uniting the plebeians in their demand for justice and reform. Assassination of Tiberius Gracchus. Tiberius passionately addresses the people, only to be ambushed and killed by the Senate's supporters. The scenes vividly depict the raw intensity of his assassination, marking the commencement of a turbulent era. Gaius Gracchus rallies for reform. Gaius, undeterred by his brother's fate, leverages the growing unrest to continue the fight for reform. Depictions of his powerful oratory and interactions with both supporters and opponents in the Senate highlight his resolve. The fall of Gaius Gracchus. Betrayed and chased down by the Senate's forces, Gaius's tragic end unfolds in an intense chase leading to his death. The vivid imagery of his flight and his fall reinforces the high stakes of his reformist mission. Scene 5, Rise of Gaius Marius. Marrying military prowess with populism, Marius gains the people's favor. His depiction as a shrewd tactician in military camps and amidst cheering crowds sets the stage for his formidable senatorial challenges. Marius's military reforms introduces scenes of Roman legions being restructured under Marius's guidance, offering glimpses into the ranks filled with Rome's disenfranchised, highlighting the strategic transformation of Rome's military. Victory in the Jugurthine War. Marius stands victorious against Jugurtha, king of Numidia. Grand images of battle scenes, triumphant troops, and a joyous public reaction underline the prestige he earns within the Republic. Lucius Cornelius Sulla emerges. Juxtaposing Marius's growing power, Sulla emerges victorious in the social war. Illustrations contrast his shrewd convenience of aligning with the Senate, showcasing his acute understanding of power. Sulla's confrontation with Marius, a dramatic standoff between Marius and Sulla over command against Pontus. Tensions burst through the screen as Sulla boldly decides to march his legions against Rome, breaking tradition. Marius flees Rome, scenes of an aged but determined Marius fleeing Rome. The personal and political stakes are palpable as he seeks refuge and plans a return with renewed force. Sulla's Roman occupation, Sulla in control, enacting prescriptions. Intense depictions of political purges and executions dramatically cast Rome's turbulent decline into despair. Sulla's dictatorial reforms. The visuals of a stern Sulla reshaping the political landscape begin. Reforming the Senate's power into a stronghold for the elite, the stark imagery showcases his unrelenting hand. Sulla's retirement images of the once mighty dictator choosing a voluntary retirement, highlighting his fall from power. The camera then pans over a Roman horizon filled with uncertainty. Emergence of Pompey and Crassus depicts the charismatic Pompey and wealthy Crassus, showcasing their rise as eccentric figures maneuvering through Rome's fragile political state. The formation of the first triumvirate, Pompey, Crassus, and Julius Caesar in secretive discussions. Visuals of their pact as enabling, but an uneasy set the mood that symbolizes their ambitious grip on power. Caesar's Gallic campaigns, expansive battle visuals of Caesar's conquest in Gaul, showcasing his tactical genius and charisma amongst his men. Displays his garnering of populist support. Death of Crassus. The ill-fated campaign against Parthia unfolds as Crassus meets his end. Stark depictions highlight the swift dissolution of the Triumvirates' balance. The Rubicon crossing. Caesar's bold move to march on Rome, crossing the Rubicon. The tense portrayal captures the enormity of this act that effectively was declaring war on his homeland. Caesar's return to Rome. Caesar's forces entering Rome met with a mix of awe and suspicion, scenes of him consolidating control underscored by a wary Senate. Battle of Pharsalus Grand, reconstructions of Caesar's forces clashing with Pompey's in the decisive battle. Tumultuous combat visuals shape the turning point in the conflict. Pompey's escape and Death Pompey's flight into Egypt and subsequent betrayal. Emotional depictions of his demise highlight the shifting tide seals Caesar's dominance. Caesar's rise to dictatorship focuses on reforms initiated by Caesar within Rome. His authoritative control over the Senate and public policy reverberates through diverse scenes. Caesar's assassination, the ominous Ides of March. Frantic and terse sequences of senators conspiring set a backdrop for the climactic assassination. Power vacuum arises, chaos and uncertainty grip Rome post-Caesar. Illustrations depict the swelling tensions among Senate and populace, beckoning the next power struggle. Formation of the second triumvirate, Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus, standing as the new power nexus. Scenes reflect their strategic positions as both avengers of Caesar and opportunistic leaders. Proscriptions of the triumvirate. Revisiting wide-ranging proscriptions, the trio's brutal campaign against enemies evokes scenes paralleling Sulla's reign of terror. Antony and Cleopatra's alliance, picturesque displays of Antony and Cleopatra's union in court, showcasing the blend of political expediency and personal alliance. Battle of Actium. The naval clash at Actium is depicted with sweeping sea warfare sequences that signal the decisive nature of Octavian's pending victory. As the sun sets, Octavian's victory signals the end of Antony and Cleopatra's reign and a new era for Rome. Antony and Cleopatra's demise. The picturesque yet somber imagery portrays their tragic ends, epitomizing the culmination of a passionate yet doomed power quest. Octavian's path to Augustus. The final consolidation of power by Octavian, with the transformation into Augustus, illustrates the grandeur of the end of the Republic and the dawn of empire. Founding of the Roman Empire. Expansions and infrastructural advancements under Augustus are richly displayed. The onset of the Pax Romana reflects peace and prosperity. If you like it, please like and subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new.